Hey boys and girls, today we are going to continue a look at division with unit fractions. Our focus will be on using visual models, specifically length models, to divide unit fractions by whole numbers to solve real-world problems. So that is what we are going to be focusing on in this lesson. Now let's look at problem number 1. Piper used 1/5 meter of ribbon to create a border around a triangle. If each side of the triangle is the same length, how much ribbon did Piper use for each side? Now in this problem, we noticed that we got the total amount of ribbon that Piper used, which was 1/5 of a meter. And since it's 1/5 of a meter and he wants to put it around a triangle, we know that a triangle has 3 equal sides, then we know that, or 3 sides rather, then we know that we can divide 1/5 by 3. Using the length model or the number line, we can go ahead and we can represent our ribbon. So from 0 all the way to 1 will be 1 meter. But since Peter only used 1/5 meter, then we are only going to be focusing on just 1/5, which will be 1 interval here. So there we have it. So now we are going to partition this 1/5 into 3 equal parts since we are dividing 1/5 by 3. So there we have 1, 2, 3. But if you notice that if we only partition this interval or this fifth, then when you look at the whole, each interval or each part will not be equal. And remember that we're saying that a fraction shows equal parts of a whole. So what we have to make sure that we do is to partition the other fifths into 3 equal parts as well. So there we have it. So in all, for the entire length or for the entire meter, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pieces. But then since Piper basically used 1/5 or just this part for the size of the triangle, we know that this would represent one side of a triangle, this represents another side, and this represents another side. So if we were to answer how much ribbon did Piper use for each side, it would be actually 1/15 because it's one of the 15 parts that we just created there. So 1/5 divided by 3 would be 1/15. So we can say that Piper used 1/15 ribbon on each side of the rectangle. Now it's time for you to try one. Problem number 2. Cooper's USB drive is 1/2 full with 5 video files. Each video file is the same size. What fraction of the USB drive does one video file use? Now I want you to stop and show your work. And remember that you are going to be using length model to help with your answer. And the answer to this problem is, let's follow and see what it is. So we know that Cooper's USB drive is 1/2 full with 5 video files. And each video file is the same size. So what fraction of the USB drive does one video file use? Now to show your work using the number line, you know that you will have to have your one whole from 0 to 1. And since it is half full, we know that we are going to be dividing half, this 1/2 here, by the 5 video files. So we have 1/2 divided by 5. So looking at that, we know that we are next going to partition this 1/2 into 5 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since we partition this half into 5 equal parts, we have to partition the other half into 5 equal parts so that our whole can have equal parts throughout. Now looking at this, we would realize that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equal parts. So if Cooper's USB drive, if the half of it is filled with 5 videos, then this would represent one video, that would represent another video, that would represent another video, this would represent another video, this would represent another video. So we can say that one video uses 1/10 of the USB drive. And that is what our answer is.